My name's Adam, and I'm addicted to software, whether that be audio plugins or video games. And I was going to make a video denying it, but honestly, step one is admitting that there's a problem. And it's not 100% a bad thing because there's benefits to having a large plugin collection. I mean, look at Chris Lord Algae. He has hardware. And a lot of people out there have like just racks and racks full of hardware. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that as long as it's not interfering with your ability to function in daily society. And I got to tell you something. Now, the audio plugins, not so much, but the video games. The video games got to me. And I don't even know why. This one in particular got to me because it's honestly one of the dumbest games. You don't even really, it's not even like really skills based. They have puzzle elements, but anyway, I think talking about this subject is important, and it's also leading into a series that I've been wanting to do for a very long time to kind of counter the idea of like you have to have every single plugin, you have to have every single, and nobody's out there really saying that. But I think like the implication may be there in some people's minds, and especially with the recent mastering plugins video that I released. And that is not the impression, that is not the idea that I want you guys to have. And by you guys, I mean like anybody, especially the newbies who are getting into sound engineering. By the way, the acoustics in here, this is a bathroom. There's a tub underneath me. I like this room in general because it's got plain walls for the most part. And anyway, I wanted to record in here also as a lesson in acoustics, how important it is to have the proper acoustics wherever you're recording, because the room dimensions, the amount of diffusion in the room. I guess the biggest part of this room is the mirrors, the window to my left, and the tile floor all contribute to a echoey room, which is typical of bathrooms and kitchens as well. But back to plugin addiction. I do not want you guys wasting your money. Absolutely not. I don't think I wasted my money either. I am very happy with the plugins I have now. And for the most part, the ones that I look forward to seeing developed, the ones that aren't even out yet, is something that can improve my workflow, improve something, like I have enough equalizers and compressors, limiters to last the rest of my life. That's just the absolute truth. I make these videos in part because, the latest technology, what it can do, how it can benefit our audio productions, be it music or otherwise, it's important to me. It's important to stay on the edge, as it were, of technology and know that what products exist and what don't. But the reality is, I usually go back to what I have used for years. The plugins that I'm accustomed to, where I know all the controls are. The newer ones are great. Honestly, one of my favorite ones is the Silver Bullet from Louder Than Liftoff. That one I was really looking forward to eventually getting, but at $250, I just couldn't justify that. When it went on sale for $30, I was right on top of that. Did I absolutely need it? No, probably not, but I do know that it is a great mix enhancement tool, so that's one that I will be using on a regular basis. But for the upcoming series, and that the whole point of this series is to show that a full mix, maybe not a master, but a full mix can be done with just 4 or 5 different plugins. One EQ, one compressor, one saturation plugin, and I guess one reverb or delay, or a reverb and delay. So it could be 4, could be 5. The compressor would double as a limiter. And I don't include plugins that help with monitoring, like Acoustica Sienna or Slate VSX if I had it, because those plugins are substitutes for me not owning very, very nice speakers along with mixing in a very, very nice room. So, you know, I'm not going to count them in the 4 or 5 plugins, but the other ones, yeah, so this will be an interesting experiment. I'm looking forward to challenging myself to do at least one music mix a week because it's been a while. I mostly make videos that have a voiceover or on-camera talent, and I'm mixing them to make them sound great, along with a music bed that is, stock music. And I may do a little bit of mixing on the music just to get it to blend with the voiceover a little bit, or the voices, I should say. But that's about it. Like music, mixing like individual elements, I just don't do enough of. I want to get back into doing that, especially on the professional level. The last thing I did was mastering. And I do have a Spotify list, by the way. I have a Spotify playlist of all my previous productions working with other musicians. I've recorded myself singing. But there's going to be more of that coming soon. Also, more recording videos. After all, this channel is called Real Home Recording, not Real Home Mixing and Mastering. But, whatever the case may be, it's time to break the plugin addiction and get back to the basics of what we need to do to enhance our audio and to save money, because this economy is not getting any better anytime soon.